Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Saint Artist. This is part 2 of all my favorite shadows. I added Zion. I found this in my gym palette and I have hit 10. It is one of my favorite colors, and it just, because I keep it in my gym palette, I keep a second one in my eyeshadow palette, so it didn't look like I hit 10, but it broke. But anyways, it is a favorite. So there. We're going to do our eyes based off of my favorites. Part 2. Yay! Part 2s are fun. I love when I could do these part 2s. Maybe there will be a part 3. Who knows? I think you can come up with, I could have multiple parts to this because you can create so many different eye looks with these shadows. You can mix colors you would never think to mix. All right, we are going to prep our lids. I put my brightening highlight on. Use whatever primer you want. Whatever. I am going to set my brow. What do I want to do today? I'm going to play with Lullaby. Lullaby is such a pretty color, and I'm going to play with Gilded. I like it. I'm going to use Cupcake to set. I'm going to set with Cupcake, and I'm just sticking with the blend brush for the prepping part. And then I'm also going to use the blend brush, and I'm going to grab Sabrina. Okay, again, I'm going to go over these again. I've got, oh gosh, what one is this one? I have Rome. Okay, I've got Rome, Drift, and Sabrina. They're all very, very, very similar, but they are all very different in their own right. So this is very cool toned. This is more of a medium, and then this one, Sabrina, is very bright. Rome is cool, so whatever. I'm going to go into Sabrina, and I'm going to put that up on my brow bone. It is a bit brighter. I do this first because whatever transition color, I don't want to mess it up because I talked about this in part 1, but I'm going to reiterate it into this one. If you put your shimmer on at the end, you're pressing down that transition color, and that transition color when you have hooded eyes is so important because that's what gets you out of the hood. That's what lifts the hood out, gives the illusion you aren't as hooded as you are. All right, I'm going to be using, this is a demi brush. This is the blur brush because it's the first one I grabbed, and I'm going to clean it out on my cleaning towel. You want one of these. You want this in your palette. You can go and buy them at Sephora, but it is one more thing. Okay, they are available to buy on Amazon, Ulta, Sephora, probably Nordstrom, all those makeup places, but they aren't going to go in your palette, and it's one more thing to find. So get one for your palette. It's worth it, I think. Okay, I am going to go into Lullaby. I love this color. This is why they're my favorites. I'm going to say that about every single one that I grab out. Before Drift, my favorite was Rome. And then I tried Sabrina. And I liked it because one was more cool and deeper, and Sabrina was brighter. And then the formula of Drift is what made me fall in love with Drift. Drift and Sabrina, to me, are quite similar. It's the formula that's different. Okay, I have Lullaby here, and this is my transition color, and I'm just going to pop this way up high, grabbing that Lullaby color. It is a mauvey purple color. It's stunning, and it goes so well with hazel eyes. It goes well with, I don't even want to, I hate pigeonholing a color to an eye color because if you like it, use it. Okay, I've got it up high, but this is what I'm talking about. If I were to, put my shimmer on after this, it would compromise the placement of my Lullaby. So I just bring this up, and I'm going to blend. Windshield wiper, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to do this eye first, just like I did last time, so I can show you just what this does. Do you see how it just lifts my eye? It lifts that hood. It's what, it camouflages your hooded eye. It looks less hooded than this eye. They're both just as hooded. They're both just as hooded. Okay, I'm going to grab Gilded next. Gilded is the shimmer version, where are you, of Lullaby. These are very similar tones. They look different, but they're both in the purple family. And it was one of my favorites from the beginning. I'm going to go in on the dense end, the shorter end of the blur brush. I'm grabbing Gilded. I'm going to press this on the outside, and I'm going to pull that out. It's on the outer quarter of my lid. It's so, now I have maturing ING. I have maturing eyes. And with that, I don't like a lot of shimmer. I try to keep my shimmer to my lid. And that's because I don't want my whole lid shimmery. I just don't like that look. That's why I do it. And I think it can easily mature a lid because it is a texture shadow. Does that make sense? It's a texture shadow. I live in the low flex shimmer family. I like high flex, just not very often, especially for an everyday look. So I'm grabbing Gilded. I'm keeping that nice and deep. Do you see how pretty that is with Lullaby? It's a deeper version of Lullaby. I guess that's the best way to put it. Okay, I'm going to clean it off. The next color I'm going into is Peppa. I always want to say Crush, but Peppa, which is my favorite. All right, I like it. That's why it's in my favorites palette. All right, I'm grabbing Peppa. This is more of a peach tone, and I'm going to put this, I have something right there. Okay, I'm putting this on the mid of my lid and then pulling it into that gilded color. Pretty, huh? Pretty, huh? Let's use our finger. The finger sometimes picks up more and really punches it up. Look at how pretty that is. I'm going to go into Sabrina again with my brush. Let's clean the brush off, actually. I don't want any other colors messing with it. So I have Sabrina, which is that brow color. That's going to go on the inside lid. I personally, I love a good gradual brightening to deepening because I do. I'm going to grab Lullaby again. Boom, boom, boom. Right here. And then we're going to go under the eye. And then I pull this up to my transition color. So it's fluid. And that's the eye look. Pretty dang good. Okay, we're going to do it on the other side. Grabbing that Lullaby. I like to show just what this does to an eye. This is a very I think this is a very romantic color. And I have faux lashes on. I think I'll do an eyeshadow tutorial without them once I change them, which will be in a couple days. And you'll get to see, I like the way I look with these lashes. They are glue on. We went on about this the other day. All right, where am I? Okay, going into, yes, I did. Okay, Lullaby. And I'm going to do that transition color, but I just like showing the way that it's just very romantic, and it hides the fact that I have such hooded lids that are just going to get more hooded as time goes on. But I'm just sweeping this Lullaby. You could easily get your brush wet and deepen Lullaby to an even darker color. I'm going into that gilded color and I'm hitting that outer quarter. I pull out. I'm tapping it in my lid and pulling out. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to make a big dark spot on the outside of my eye for this look. I want the deepest part to be on my lid. Just like that. And then I'm going to clean it off. I'm going into Crush. I'm putting that on the mid. This can all be done very quickly. I'm going to put it on my finger because I did it on the other side, and well, we want it all to match. Sabrina inside of the corner of the lid, not the inner corner. Sweep it out. I do that just to dull the line. Okay, we're going to clean it off, and I'm going to go into Lullaby, and this is going again under the eye. If you want to add eyeliner to this, feel free. I sometimes like taking Salem to the lash line because I don't do mascara on my lower lash line. I never like the way it looks when I have mascara on my lower lash line, but I also have maturing eyelashes and there's just not many, so it can look a little clunky on me. What you want to do is up to you. This is your face. Do whatever you want, do it. But that's it. That's my face. That's my favorites. So in this one, Lullaby, Gilded. Did I say Crush again? Okay, Lullaby, Gilded, Peppa, and Sabrina. These are my favorites. And so I'm just doing the ones I've hit 10 on. It's kind of nice to see it. I use a lot of eyeshadows, and I often forget my favorites because I want to show everybody the options. I always want to come up with a combo that will work for somebody, not just me. And so I often steer away from my favorites because I'm wanting to try something out of my comfort zone to help. These are, I just love these colors. Okay, that's part 2. That was a good one. I like this combo. Every time I did this last time, I was like, I need to do that more. And then I do this, I'm like, I need to do this more. I like this color combo. So that's it. So easy. This is fun. This is why I do this. Okay, that's it. Have a great day.